So speaking of lore,
of the rings.
No, none of us saw that. None of us saw that show, so we can't.
Fuck, we forgot about that completely. Nobody even brought it up.
Oh, you know why we didn't talk about that? Because I don't.
You've seen it?
I
saw it.
It takes two people to saw it for us to talk about.
I saw 1.5 episodes.
That's not enough.
Hey,
they're up to like 5 or 6.
Hey, I saw Colored Elves and I said, "Fuck that."
Whoa.
I'm kidding.
All right.
I'm kidding.
I was about to have beef. Okay.
No, that's the dumbest thing you should ever think or feel.
I was like,
just for the record.
I was like, I don't care.
Black elf?
They love this shit.
Elves white as snow.
So here's my beef with that show. That they put it's $1 billion show.
Yeah.
They literally... Amazon is putting all their eggs in this basket, and they're like, "Oh,
it's on the package of my Amazon package I got. It's like this Amazon package brought to you by Lord of the Rings, Ring of Power.
Yeah, it's on trucks.
Really bad.
Well, I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. But the whole thing of like Amazon putting all their eggs in this basket when they already have The Boys, like, and they're like,
what else do you
Invincible.
need?
And Invincible.
Paper Girls was good.
Yeah,
They canceled that shit though, right?
Probably.
I think they did. They did.
Yeah.
They did cancel that one.
So it's like, and Amazon is like, if this show fails, the show that we haven't tried before, we're just gonna quit making shows. I'm like, dude, why would you do it? Like, why would you?
Lord of the Rings. No one gives a fuck. We have Game of Thrones.
No, the Hobbit ruined all the goodwill. First and foremost.
Trash.
So I'm a big fan of the Shadow of War and the Shadow of Mordor.
I love that game.
Those
too.
are amazing.
Those are great games.
And I felt like there are things to do in this universe that aren't, hey, let's go get a collaboration of whatever race of people and go march and walk to a mountain or a castle or a dragon or whatever to a hill in a fire. I don't care for all that nonsense. If you make some other cool kind of stories outside of that, then it might be interesting. The problem with this show is that it is all over the place. We're following 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 people. And it skips between all those characters.
Oh my god!
And they're all over the place. They don't call them hobbits. They call them harfoots. Harfoots.
Oh, they're not hobbits yet because it's in the past, right?
Yeah, somebody.
There's a black elf who has a crush on the
Galadriel,
the one lady. But at the same time, though, like he's trying to protect this village, but the village is like, we don't like elves, but he's still saving her son. But the son has this kind of cursed sword, and they're looking for the sword.
We don't like elves in these damn near parts.
No, they do that.
They do?
They
definitely do.
Man hates elves.
God.
Yeah.
We're following this other elf lady.
He's also black, just in shirt, just to make sure.
We got to get the point across.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, there's this main elf lady who has like a really bad attitude. Like I understand, like she's on a quest to avenge her brother.
She's a badass, but
she's a badass. But I'm like, you gotta pull it back. Like you over here making people march through the snow, desert, wind, and sea.
Put other people in peril like a motherfucker.
Yes. It's like, hey, can we get a 15-minute break?
She doesn't need them. She can handle this shit by herself.
She fought a troll one-on-one. And I was like, yo,
why are they here? They're afraid. What are you doing?
And they're like, hey,
leader.
They're like, hey, can we get a 15-minute break and a lunch? She's like, nah.
And that's Kate Blanchett's character.
And then they unionize and they.
Galadriel. That's the one.
That's Kate Blanchett. No?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so and Hugo Weaving's character, the young version. I don't like. He's so untrustworthy looking, and I'm like, I don't trust this.
What's his name? I forget. I used to know all the names of Lord of the Rings.
But here's my problem, though, right? When you're a character, and I understand you have a goal, you have a vendetta, you have something you want to accomplish to avenge somebody else, but you go through, hey, you got saved by somebody, but you keep having an attitude with them, you're not showing any kind of appreciation. I'm on a mission.
It's an unlikable character.
Coming back. That's a very unlikable character. Yeah. And then you start, bro, listen.
That's the main character.
Queen, a main character. The queen and the kingdom's like, hey, we were a kingdom that were built on elves at one point. We don't mess with y'all no more. And you come in here making demands like, I demand a ship, a crew. We got to go fight Sauron. Orcs are coming back. And we're like, we don't know you. You're making
they don't believe that shit's happening.
No, they
think
don't.
You're a crazy person.
You're like from Middle Earth to where they are now. That's like from us
entitlement.
That's like from us to Japan. They're like, we don't care nothing about that. What's going on there?
Wait, I just realized what this show's about.
The show itself doesn't know what it's about.
It's called Rings of Power.
Yeah.
That means that they're just leading up to fighting Sauron.
And that's what
they tell you that first episode, and it's like, okay, I don't care.
Right.
And that's why I checked out.
Because at some point they're going to make the 9 rings or whatever, however many rings there are. Yeah. The elves get 5 because they're crackers, and God, I can't say it on Twitch. But yeah, you can't because they're like the greater race, and then like the dwarves get like 2 because they're kind of stupid, and then the humans get like 1 because they're they're unreliable, and then the hobbits get to go fuck themselves. But like they tell that in the first intro of the first Lord of the Rings.
Nothing you're not expect. It looks gorgeous. It looks like it costs $1 billion fucking dollars, but
it is $1 billion show.
It
literally
it looks like Hollywood summer movie shit. Every episode.
Then why does Matt Smith look so weird? Or is
that's a different one.
We're getting to that. And
okay.
and that's a good segue into that one because that's what fucks this show up.
But it has a very bad flow.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. It doesn't flow well at all. The pacing is just off.
Hey, tell me, wait, how many episodes are you in?
For which one?
For Rings of Power.
He said 1.5.
1.5.
Okay, never mind.
I got all of that.
There was a point where the black elf got like he was in a situation with some orcs, and I'm like, how the fuck did you get away?
He's black.
And now for my next impression, Jesse Owens.
The best. Okay.
It's from Mel Brooks.
What Blazing Saddles? Oh, that's right.
He runs away.
Still a class.
That's what
You're gonna get in trouble quoting Mel Brooks one day. Go on.
I hope not. I hope we don't get to that point live.
So Marcos, let me tell you how you're gonna watch this show, right?
Which one? Are we going into Double Dragon?
No. Let me show you.
I'll lead you into Double Dragon.
Double Dragon.
I'm glad I'm old enough to know
Me
what
and
that
Jimmy
is.
just show up out of nowhere.
I know I'm 26, but I'm glad I'm old enough to know what that is. But no,
It's a great movie.
but no, to watch Rings of Power, here's what you're gonna do. Here's what I've been doing. I literally hop on my console or my gaming PC, and I play Shadow of War, and then I play Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor, and then I play Rings of Power on the side. I'm like, at least I'm in a Lord of the Rings mood, but not for this nonsense. But I will play the game. Exactly. Yeah. So I'm like, you can kind of enjoy it or just play in the background.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Yeah, that show's not gonna last. I don't see it lasting. Maybe hardcore fans will keep it on, but it's not gonna get the numbers it
I
wants.
feel like Lord of the Rings fans are as bad as Star Wars fans. So
Oh no, you know who's worse? Harry Potter fans.
They're the worst.
Harry Potter fans are worse.
It's all schismed right now. It's all fucked up. Yeah.
But I was gonna say, the show we're about to talk about, to me, is what fucks this show.
Okay.
Because it did everything this show is trying to do way better, even with a shitty last season.
Yeah.
And it gave you adult themed things, and it's really hard to go to a fantasy world and it's not incest or just people getting tongues ripped out and shit. Like, it's
like
tough.
You want that?
After watching Game of Thrones, yeah. In my fantasy shows, I kind of do.
Dude, because all this is based on the Dark Ages and medieval times. So like they need to be cruel.
Version of that.
I mean, like so the thing is though that we care, even though there's a lot of characters in this show, we care about them for the most part, even through the time skips. Because I know we kind of skip over like a lot of.
We though?
We do. Okay. I mean, the brother is the uncle is interesting. The daughter is very interesting.
I like the Harfoots.
We like the main three characters between the king, the daughter, and the uncle, and they kind of slowly have to deal with like, all right, so the other relations of houses or relatives or cousins or whatever, they have their own vendetta. They're like, hey, we got something going on over here. They're fucking up our ships. Mm-hmm. Can you help us? I had a baby. I ain't worried about that nonsense. They'll go away. It's like, no.
What show are we talking about?
House of the Dragon.
Okay, we did not establish. I'm like, that was in House of the Dragon. Okay.
You did the segue, Tommy.
I thought I did. I didn't know if anyone caught it.
Yeah, we caught it. Okay, good. That's how we. I said the king, the uncle. I thought I was talking English.
Well, you can't go from Lord of the Rings to Game of Thrones.
You're the one that did
without an intermission.
I mean, I did it by accident. I thought Matt Smith with his weird wig was in Lord of the Rings. So.
No, he's not.
See what happens when you work out? Your brain works. You know, the blood flow goes to your head, your brain cells work.
But no. He's right. Like the people who hate fucking the end of Game of Thrones, which I don't like it.
No one likes it. No one looks at that ending and was like, it was great.
This is a palate cleanser, and it keeps you in that world that you forgot that you loved for fucking 5 seasons or 6 seasons. And
my palate was battery acid after that last season.
It was bad, but it's good. It's contained, which is great. You're seeing one set of people in one story. So you're not going all over the world or one half of the world.
Yeah.
It's people centered around the Targaryens. I do love the fact that he doesn't give a fuck about whatever threats out. He's trying to have an heir.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And he's not a bad guy. He's a good guy. Yeah, he's a great guy, but his priorities are kind of screwed up. It's like, dude, like I understand you want and like I know the needs of the kingdom are important, but this is another facet of the kingdom that's also vital that we need to maintain. If this dude goes out of hand, we're out of ships, we're out of resources. Our navy's done. Like we got to take care of this dude.
It's called the crab feeder.
I'm not gonna lie. At first, I thought they said the crap feeder. I'm like, are you?
The Poop Smith. What?
And I
He
thought it
looks
was
like it.
I was ready for it to get super, super nasty, and I was like, where are these crabs coming from? I thought it was like, they got to like feed them poop or something like
Yeah, no, just people. Just people. That's less gross.
The crab feeder. Also, just weird fun fact that I didn't notice. They said shit in Andor, which is the first time Star Wars they ever said shit.
Really? That's a fun fact.
This is the first time Star Wars ever had a one night stand hookup from the bar.
That's realistic as fuck. I'm like, oh.
And I was like, dang, I wish that was me.
Yeah, she was fine.
I was like,
It was fine.
I never had a girl be like, hey, you up? I'm gonna walk on over.
Move to Austin. But yeah, no, I like that. I love, and this pissed people off. I love the Valarians.
Yeah.
I love them, and I hope it's more. It's the sea snake. Is his name, but he's the guy with the white hair. I'm sure you've seen him because they did not like that because a Negro in Westeros.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, big deal. And he's married to a white woman.
You know what's funny is that when I looked at him, I thought he was the same dude from Walking Dead who had the tiger. I swear to God. Oh,
They look the same.
They look the same.
He's
And I-
darker. He's
and I
a
was
little
like,
darker, yeah.
I was like, where's the tiger at, man?
This guy's got a gimmick. Dreaded
He's
king.
got shells in his brain.
He's like dreads, dragons, and tigers. That's all he
That's
needs.
it. Yeah, they fucking.
Dang, that sounds like a cool T-shirt.
That does
that's a
sound
cool
like
dreads,
rock band.
Dragons
Yeah.
and tigers,
You know what you should do? You should animate a shirt with both of them back to back right now.
Yeah.
and call it Double Dragon.
But no,
No. You should call it Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
That was not funny.
I like that
Oh,
wordplay.
this-
I like
Sometimes
it.
you have to
Good.
cold sell your friends.
But yeah, no. Look.
That's no sell.
Yes,
Cold,
God.
no, cold sell.
No, that's
Like
no sell.
Like sell a film, not sell like wrestling. We're not talking about wrestling.
It's superior. Go on, Tommy.
Yeah.
I'm just lying. It's fine.
Roll over the
I
Stop
love-
checking your hair in the mirror.
I'm looking at Tommy.
Audience is giving.
No mirror anyway.
Audience is giving 4 seconds.
But yeah, no. I love this show. Yeah, to me, it's a good palate cleanser, and I love the fact that we follow the main character. Really is Rhaenyra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she is way better than Daenerys.
Yes.
Daenerys was like 3 episodes in. I'm like, no, this is the Targaryen I fuck with. She's great. She's a fucking G.
Because she's like a modern woman now. She's
That's
like,
exactly what
I
she
don't
is.
want no guy I don't want my dad to tell me who I gotta marry. I don't want to pop out no babies for no fool.
Yeah, I
like,
don't
I'm
want
not
to do
trying
that
none
shit
of that.
at all.
Oh,
Like,
so
I wanna
she's
die on a
Siri from The
battlefield.
Witcher.
We don't watch
Yeah,
that shit.
I can say that. No, you can say
You
that.
watch The Witcher?
Fuck.
Well,
Witcher's
I played for playing the games. Yes, she's kind of like Siri a little bit. She's like,
I don't
listen, I'm
like
not trying to do all this
Superman.
nonsense. Like, I want to be a warrior. Like, I want to have a purpose in my life.
Yeah.
The idea of birthing babies for some lords, like, you just
There's a
marry me
lot
off.
of that in the show.
Yeah, and I'm just like, for anybody, like, I don't care how old you are, between 12, like 11, 12, up to 17, it's like you're birthing babies. Like, just when you are ripe of age, that's all you got to do.
What you do? Yeah.
And it's unfortunate.
And she's like, no, I don't. She's literally just a regular Gen Zer. It's like, fuck no.
She's like, nah.
Yeah.
Way ahead of her time.
Way ahead of her time. And the fact, and also, I like, I've never seen childbirth look more terrifying.
Yes. Oh.
God damn, it looks terrible in this show.
Because that's a hell of a way.
They
'Cause
keep doing it.
Was this episode 1 or episode 2 where, like, he had to take care of, like, the wife?
That was episode 1. That was the opening scene.
dude, that-
Yeah, yeah, that was bad.
But
That shit made my skin crawl.
Were they
Oh,
standing?
No,
Standing?
Nah.
No, it's the last episode, there's a bend it over birth, like kneeling birth,
Yeah.
which looks brutal as fuck, and that
Yeah,
does not
she
end well
looks
either.
painful. Oh, no.
I don't want to see that.
Yo, it's
They
terrible.
straight up asked the king. He's like, listen, like, this can go one of two ways.
Yeah.
You, like, the baby gonna go or she gonna go. You gonna pick one.
Yeah, he's like, well, fuck, cut the baby
Hey,
out.
bro, and she woke up. She was like, oh.
She was
I love
a
you.
horror movie. Yeah.
And they
They
pulled
pinned her the
arm-
fuck down.
They pinned her neck. Like, hey, what's
Yeah,
what's going on?
Get the knife. I'm like, God damn. And she does not make it.
And the baby don't make it either.
Neither does the baby. And it's just like, oh,
I'm
this
like,
is how we're kicking this off, huh?
You played Double Jeopardy and lost.
That's the Game of Thrones,
See,
man.
that doesn't even excite me. It just seems like they're doing it just to do it.
It's not.
No, see-
No.
No,
That's but.
It's based on many times.
Birth is
And it
pretty
makes-
terrible.
Yeah,
like even
now.
100 years ago.
Yeah.
here.
Right, no, I
It's
get-
bad now.
No.
Just to show it. we don't need it as many times as they've done it, but
I mean, it's necessary.
But that first one was okay.
But it's necessary to tell the story that's about heirs.
Yeah, it is.
Because I'm not watching the show. This whole scene is them trying to convince us to watch it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that, like, I don't think it's done for the sake of
it. Ain't.
No.
The first one is.
So Sammy, understand that we surface level when you meet these characters, we care somewhat about their goals and how they're going to get there, right?
Yeah.
And there's stakes. They show the stakes for immediately. The king, he has this weird disease on his back. He don't know what's happening. He has
gross.
it's gross.
Yeah.
He has no heir. The kingdom's put at pressure because if he doesn't have a male heir, the kingdom's going to go to crap, or he's going to give it to his brother, and his brother's a dipshit, right?
Matt Smith is his.
But I'm telling you what, though, bro, listen. I
love Matt Smith,
bro. His brothers must be part
that
black.
motherfucker's a G too.
Bro, he be talking shit. He don't care about nothing that's going on.
Probably my second favorite.
He's actually my favorite character.
Is he? I'm okay with that.
Because he struts around. He not giving a fuck. He's like,
he don't care.
I ain't about a damn thing.
No.
He'd be like, I'm gonna go to my castle and I dare y'all to try me. I'm gonna take this egg and y'all gonna pull up and say, listen, I'm gonna fight if you want to fight.
Got a dragon.
I got a dragon. I'm gonna get me a dragon.
Yeah, and I love they do like a whole medieval competition. That's like episode 201, and it's jousting, and he loses.
He like a bitch.
Like a hoe. He looks terrible. And you don't expect that to happen, yeah.
No, because one
he's
dude,
so confident.
Dude, because like for me, celebrating the birth of a child with a joust in a tournament, it's very interesting.
Right.
But for me, I'm thinking about like that's like us. That's like Sammy having a kid. He's like, hey, let's have a one-on-one basketball tournament. And then
you said that. I'm like, no, I want to joust for my child now.
But it's like,
yes, dunk.
Right.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great time.
Right. And me being 6 foot and Tommy being 6'4" and he dunks on me and wins the game, I'm like, oh, fuck that, I'm gonna whoop his ass. Like,
violence
out of nowhere.
In honor of my child.
What happened?
Yeah.
In honor of my child, yes.
People, and that's the reaction of the king. Is like, it's fine, follies. Yeah.
I was like, bro, you can't just take the L. Like, you gotta kill somebody.
He had
you
to
lost
kill someone. Of course he did. But he kills a lot of people
like
you don't
one,
expect him to kill.
What was that one basketball tournament where the guy pulls the gun? What movie was that?
Oh, that was football, and that was Last Boy Scout.
No, basketball they did it too.
White Man Can't Jump?
Yeah. I'm gonna get my gun.
I can see you doing that. But yeah, no, he's a great fucking character. Yes, his face is weird. He can't help it. Like it looks like his face was put in the dryer.
So Sammy Marcos,
it's rough.
So Sammy,
he's a great actor.
The overarching narrative right now for the entire show, the last couple of episodes, is that they are just trying to make sure the kingdom will be stable if they have an heir, or just
because he's gonna die,
and that's it. And they're just trying to figure out like who's gonna have power, who's making moves, who's strategizing.
But the big part is, you love progressive shit. This is super progressive. The fact that he names his daughter the heir, she would be the first queen. And they're like, no one's gonna respect that. Everybody's gonna come for you.
Everybody the wrong way. They're like, we're not gonna have this shit.
No, they
female
coming
heir
for her immediately.
Exactly.
Someone's taking this shit from her. But she's a G, and there's no way she would let that happen.
Is she also a mother of dragons?
Yeah, I mean, they're all mother of dragons.
They all have dragons.
So then she's gonna be like, all right, guys, we're gonna do what the finale of
the
movie
point,
was.
though.
That's
because they're not gonna be able to help themselves. That cool young woman character lady who has a bunch of pressure and it goes against norms, they can't help but give her dragons to fight people.
But everyone has dragons. Though.
Everybody has it. That's the point.
No, but she's gonna have the besterer dragons.
There's
there's another group that has dragons that could go against her.
Right, but she's gonna be able to out-dragon them.
I don't think that's
because they're gonna miss the point. What I'm saying is, you're getting excited for a company and a franchise that let you down already. Stop it.
But look, we just talked about as to why that let us down.
We just talked about Star Wars that let us down like
way more times than Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Back in 2017, they let me down.
They like Star Wars has let us down like 6 times in a row.
Yeah. It's Lord of the Rings has let us down. Like they have all let us down.
I mean, I like
Marvel has let us down. So no.
Right. So stop believing in things.
Well, no. The reason the last season was so shitty.
Tommy, stop right there. What he's saying is, he said, be jaded, be bitter, be skeptical about everything.
Will not be a Sammy.
What's the name of the little girl in the movie, the show? What's her name?
Daenerys. Is it Daenerys?
The original? Or
no, this one.
Oh, Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra. I said Daenerys.
So when newborn baby is going to be named Rhaenyra in 3 years, and then she murders 18 men by slitting their throat, are they going to regret it again?
It's okay.
I don't think
they
so.
did
I don't know how that's even.
Yeah.
They did that with Daenerys.
Daenerys didn't
slit anyone's throat.
She burned everybody with fucking dragon.
Fine.
People were regretting their children's
though.
name.
That's
I
stupid.
mean,
She was still a great
Dungeons
kid.
and Dragons no longer run the show. Who runs the show?
He means the writers.
Yeah,
Probably
they kicked George R. R. Martin said he had zero to do with pretty much that last episode. Mine's like two things.
I remember when it first aired, he was like, the ending wasn't that bad because it's
he said the only thing that was accurate was Braun being king. He said everything else they made up and they didn't do it well. He admitted that. But this one is based on another book of his, and it's super accurate.
Is that book finished?
Yeah, no, it's done. It's been out for years.
No,
Yeah.
the last book isn't out.
No, I'm talking about the one based on House of the Dragon. Fire and Blood, I think is what it's called. Yeah.
But just to go back, in the books, Daenerys becomes she becomes a brat because the difference between the book and the TV show.
Yeah.
Daenerys is 13 at the start
Right.
of the thing. Like she's a teenage bride that's going through these events. So she goes through puberty at like 15, 16, so about the third or fourth book, and she becomes like a pretty controlling, manipulative bitch by the time.
Well,
like
she does that sort of in the show, but in a more low key.
Well, no, in the show, they legitimately changed it where it was like she can't be a bad person, and they gave her something like the whole.
And then all of a sudden, they made her one.
Yeah, like the whole freeing
part.
Slavers Bay isn't really part of the book.
They could have gradually made that work with better storytelling, but
like they hint at Daenerys going crazy and being evil from the third book. From the second book.
Yeah, the books you see it coming from a mile away.
So in the TV show, when it's like, well, we have nowhere to go.
They won't do it. Yeah, they do, and it's fucking stupid. But like with this, the book's done. Like the story's already written, so it has a beginning, middle, and end, and it leads into the Dance of the Dragons. If you know your Game of Thrones lore,
No, I don't.
It's a civil war between Targaryens. But yeah, that's what they made no qualms about what it leads up to. But like I said, I like the contained story. We got some Cersei vibes.
Yeah.
We got everything you love about Game of Thrones. All the shit that you don't like is out. No rapes, which is great.
Yeah.
No sexual assault's fantastic.
I mean, they're probably going to take that out. I mean, I can see them, even though that happened back in the day, they probably wouldn't put that in
Yeah, I hope
2022.
the fuck not. Yeah. The childbirth and stuff is rough, and they do that a lot. And the one scene, other than the two that I told you about, is I don't want to spoil the character. There's time jumps like crazy, by the way.
No, there was.
It's a fuck ton.
Bro, it took me for a loop. I was
Yeah,
like,
it
who's
will
this
throw
lady
you
giving
off.
birth? I was like, oh.
I'm like, oh, you said you were pregnant last episode. You have 3 kids now?
Right, I'm like,
holy shit.
With no time, like no title card, nothing. I'm like,
and then they
okay.
do a massive 10-year jump, and shout out to the cast and director, because goddamn, that's spot on casting for 10 years apart. It's perfect, and they don't skip a beat. But you see why they do it, because you need more mature actors to do what they do.
Because if this was Game of Thrones from back in the day,
Yeah.
this would have been a very slow burn of a show.
Oh, absolutely.
And like,
the pacing is great.
Pacing is great.
Pacing is amazing.
I wouldn't mind more wrapping up a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I'm not saying like, hey, make season 2 be the 6-year time jump, make season 3 be the 10-year time jump. Like, no, we're episode 4 or 5?
7's up, coming
7?
up next, yeah.
Episode 7. How many episodes do we have this season?
10. I don't even watch the show, and I know HBO.
I was like, they're
HBO.
Man, they're burning through it. I mean,
They
they're
are
burning through
burning.
the show.
It's quick, yeah.
And so this must be. Is it a big book?
No.
Oh,
About the same amount of pages, I think, the original Game of Thrones.
You know, I'll give them this, right?
Yeah.
So they're not letting this show overstay its welcome.
It's not at all.
Which I'm fine with,
Yeah.
right? So we'll see how successful the show is and how people kind of say things about it at the end when it's all wrapped up. For me personally, I want it to be a little bit lengthier because I want to absorb and kind of get a good feel for these characters and let it stay. But if they're trying to find a point on episode 10 they want to wrap it up and be done with, then sure,
It could be
by all
contained.
means.
I recommend it. Yeah, like I said, it's